What's up, Glass House? This is your commish D's Nuts. I'm here to do the week 11 recap. I would have did it a little earlier, but CPS man was messing up real bad, and you weren't able to see the scores for the week for some reason. You click on when you click on the scores, like the players' individual scores will pop up, then it just disappears. So I couldn't really do a good recap, but it's up now. It's up and running. Everything back in order now. And I think they were trying to get everything situated for Thanksgiving because it's such an early slate with so many games. And I think they had to do some little updating or whatever. Whatever the case is, we back. First matchup was Pilo versus me, these nuts. And this was a big game for me. I was actually looking forward to the challenge. Um, Two division leaders going head to head for the title of best record in the league overall, not just your division. And I dropped the ball on this one, man. I did, and I put the right lineup out there. I think in my eyes. I mean, you just look at the players that's out there. They just underperform, man. Shady only gave me 12. Spencer only gave me 9, and my Achilles is the tight end, Ladarius Green. I've messed up with that one, that's for certain. It's Zach Ertz from this point on for me. Ladarius Green gave me 0. For Pilo, yeah, Ty with 20. The Steelers defense, who we picked at the last minute, great move, man. Um, Great move. You picked them up the last minute and they gave you 38 points. Um, so I think that was like one of the second or third highest scores of the week was that defense. Unless it was no, actually that was higher than Derek Carr. So that was a real good pickup, man, and I think that helped push you over the top, along with Ladarius Green giving me 0. So anyway, Pilo, you now own the title of best record in the entire league. Also, with 151 points, you had the highest score of the week. Um, 8-3 is your record. I'm 7-4. Next matchup: Florida Cheeseheads versus La Spina the Great. Florida Cheeseheads. Um, Aaron Rodgers did you right, 38 points, but everybody else did you wrong, man. Your next highest score was James Starks with 17, and then from that point on, you couldn't get higher than 15 points. You had three dudes with single digits, a couple 10-point scorers. Let's be in the grade had it was a fairly mixed game there from his lineup. 25 from Luck, 22 from Edelman, 28 from the Lions. Then you had the Duds who gave him 9, 7, and 2. Dudes that's normally studs turned out to be duds that day. Diggs and Olsen. Um, but it was more than enough to beat Florida Cheeseheads, 138 to 120. La Spina, you improved to 7-4. Florida Cheeseheads, you dropped 4-7. Next matchup, you got Dubes versus Deshaun, and this was a close one. This was worth monitoring. Um, Dubes was able to pull it out by 7 points, 143 to 136. And in this matchup, Deshaun can blame his loss on one thing and one thing only. And basically, it wasn't Deshaun's Dubes win. It was Deshaun's loss because AJ Green got hurt in the first play and gave him 0 points. So, dudes, you got lucky with this one, man. But fantasy is not just knowledge and skill as far as being able to place people in the right positions and setting your lineups and doing all the other stuff. It's also about luck too, and your players not getting hurt or maybe your opponent's players getting hurt. Sometimes that stuff happens too. So unfortunately for Deshaun, man, you're gonna have to find you a new number one receiver because AJ is gone. They say he might not be gone for the season, but as far as fantasy season, and you coming towards the end of the season, even if he was to come back, you won't be able to use him till like the Super Bowl. That's assuming you make it to the Super Bowl. Um, Anyways, you dropped to 5-6, man. Team Dubes, you improved to 7-4. 143 to 136 once again was the final score. Um, Next matchup, Glasshouse Bandit versus Braveheart. Oh boy, T boy, The Glass House Bandit is out of the fight, man. You lost 120 to 123 to Braveheart, who had a big game from guess who? Dez Bryant. 26 points. 26 points, man. And that was the only person who scored over 20 points on his team. Now, he did have Jameson Crowder with 19, and Carson Palmer gave him 18. And on Glass House Bandit side, Russell gave you 28. And that was pretty much it for the 20s train. Vernon Davis, man, 0 points. I feel like my tight end right there. Yeah, if Vernon Davis had showed up, then man, that's got to be tough. Anyways, bro, hey, it was a good run, man. You dropped to 3-8, and Braveheart, you improved to 7-4. Next matchup. Next matchup, we're gonna have we got the Rick Wave versus Juice Box Sippers. Juice Box Sippers fighting for her life in this one. She needed to win to stay alive, and she got the win thanks to Brady and his 39. Rashad Jennings, who's been stepping up the last 2 weeks, 23. But for Juice Box Sippers, she had a pretty good pretty good draw this week because this guy, the Rick Way, had like 4 people with single digits. His highest score was 21, which was Devontae Parker, and his Patriots defense gave him 20 points. So he drops to 2-9, and Juice Box Sippers, you improve to 5-6, 5-6, and you still stay alive in the playoffs for the playoffs run. CMR Canes, this is the closest one of the week. 132 to 134. B Team pulls out the victory. B Team pulled out this victory with a Rob Kelly night, man. 137 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 31 points. That did it right there. That was it. That was it right there, man. Rob Kelly had 3 touchdowns and 137 yards, and it was enough to pull out the victory here. CMR Canes at 4-7. I think it's safe to say you're officially done. B Team, you improved to 7-4. Let me go over the playoff race right quick, just to let everybody know what's going on in the playoff race. As of right now, we have Pilo, number 1 with 8-3, and then check this out. You got 5 teams with a 7-4 record. 5 teams with a 7-4 record. You have D's Nuts, B Team, La Spina the Great, Team Deuce, Braveheart, all at 7-4. So that means basically if you got 7 losses, you pretty much out already. You're done. You mathematically eliminated because there's only 2 more weeks you could play. So Florida Cheeseheads is eliminated. CMR Canes is eliminated. Glass House Bandits and the Rick Way are also eliminated. Deshaun and Juice Box Sippers at 5-6. You guys gonna have to win out. Y'all can't lose another game, and then you gotta hope that 2 of those 7-4 teams lose 2 games also, and then maybe y'all could match up with them in points and see who makes it to the playoffs. So this is a message I also have for everybody who's not making it. Please do not be inconsiderate of teams that's still fighting for the playoffs. Please set your lineups. I know you don't give a shit, but for the sake of this league, we are returning next year. Don't leave a bitter taste in everybody's mouth because you're not setting your lineups, and a team fighting for the playoffs get an easy win because of it, and another team had to fight a person who really setting their lineups. That's not fair. So Cheeseheads, CMR Canes, Glass House Bandits, the Rick Way, all I'm asking is that y'all set y'all lineups, man. All right. We got 3 games on Thursday. It's gonna be a busy day for football, so make sure you set your lineups on Wednesday. Don't wait till Thanksgiving Day because you're gonna forget and you might screw yourself over. Remember, this is a close race. All right, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Peace.